People really started noticing, and they're like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm cooking 90% of my meals at home, real food, cutting the gluten, dairy, refined sugars, and soy, and I'm working out. And we're like, will you do that for me? So that's how plate therapy started.
Hi, I'm Melanie Barr. Welcome to the She Built It Experience with Melanie. Join me as I talk to women who have successfully built it, a career and business that they love. We dive into the topic of how they built it and talk about everything from having the courage to make career leaps to the details of how to lead effectively, create successful teams, implement strategies for growth, and infuse tech innovation. Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. So let's dive in. Thank you for joining us, Danielle. You are the founder of Plate Therapy. What inspired you to create and launch your business?
I started it in my kitchen in 2015, really not even knowing that I was starting a business because of necessity for myself. It was after I developed my second autoimmune condition. My first was vitiligo when I was 11. And then after my second baby, my thyroid went out. And so I started doing a lot of research and found that with autoimmune, you develop one, you're likely to develop a second and a third. And so I just knew I had to make a lifestyle change. And so I did. Being from the Midwest, I cleaned out all the dairy and the processed foods and everything else. Started cooking really clean, doing Whole30. And within a month, I started seeing results. I got my energy back, sleeping well, going to the gym, and I got into the best shape of my life. So people really started noticing, and they're like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm cooking 90% of my meals at home, real food, cutting the gluten, dairy, refined sugars, and soy, and I'm working out. And we're like, will you do that for me? So that's how plate therapy started, was just from that. Within the first week, I had 10 people. I posted my food to the first client I was taking it to, which was Lisa Probst and Jeff Probst. I had sat next to her randomly on an airplane going to Montana. And she asked about it because I was studying to be a trainer. So I ended up meal prepping for them. And I took a picture of the food, not saying who it was going to. And within that first week, I had 10 clients. And I was like, damn, there's a need. People want good food, clean food, because people are busy. They don't have time to cook this way. It's labor intensive. That's how plate therapy was born in 2015. So really not trying to start a business, but started a business.
I love that. And we have to watch our thyroid because things can happen when we don't know that it's going to happen. And how does the diet that you provide work with the thyroid?
Yes. All autoimmune conditions, really, whether it's thyroid, vitiligo, which is loss of pigment. My brother-in-law has alopecia. My sister-in-law has psoriasis. There's tons of autoimmune conditions. So for all of them, when you cut the gluten and the dairy, it really quiets your immune system. And for me also, and for most people, your body wants to work well, and it knows what to do with real food. It knows what to do without all the ultra processed food that sits on the shelves with the expiration dates of 2 years from now. When you eat that stuff, your body doesn't know how to digest it, and it really wreaks havoc in your gut. 60% of your immune system sits right below your gut. And so then you develop leaky gut syndrome and inflammation in your system. And with that, that's how your autoimmune gets triggered. So by cutting the gluten, the dairy, and the soy and keeping your food clean, your body knows how to digest it and keeping the inflammation low in your body.
I love that you say real food for real change. You believe that food is medicine. How have you seen clients improve their lives by joining plate therapy?
Functional medicine doctors are the ones I love to go to. And Dr. Hyman, I don't know if you ever follow Dr. Hyman on social media. He's our guru of functional medicine. It's a lot of times East meets West. They believe, and what we believe with food as medicine, is getting to the root of the problem and what you need to figure out. And a lot of times it does start with food. We always say it starts with what's on your plate. Real results, real change. Instantly lose the bloat in their stomach. That's always the first thing when I put people on a meal plan, or they just start eating a lunch and a dinner and just maybe cutting one meal or two meals and switching over to plate therapy and eating my way. They'll lose that bloat. They'll start losing weight. They sleep better. They get more energy. The brain fog lifts.
What advice would you give listeners for how to get in a mindset of eating healthier and living healthier lifestyles?
What I always tell my clients is, one, start by setting small goals. If you set this, I need to lose 20 pounds and I need to do it by this date, you might start off really well going to the gym and doing those things, but you're going to burn out. So start small. I want to lose 2 pounds this week. I want to make it to the gym 3 times this week, weekly goals that you can actually attain instead of that big end goal, because you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. Grab yourself an accountability partner, whether it's your husband or your best friend, somebody that you're going to do this with that makes it more fun. We have a lot of husband and wife people that order plate therapy and they do it together and the results are so much better. Make time for yourself. Life is so busy, and also staying hydrated and getting your sleep as well. For the plate therapy lifestyle, those are all things that we tell our clients, and getting in the mindset of trying to put the phones down before bed, get your sleep, all the things that's going to make your day, your next day better, setting your goals, getting organized, getting your food ready so you can have a plan to stay on track.
It's so true. And with an accountability partner, it does make it more fun. And you can start a Google Doc and share that with someone, report at the end of the week. And it's nice to see that progress. And you're right. If you're talking to someone, then you're going to want to make sure you do it because they're going to see it at the end of the week.
Yes. And our meal plans are really great because we have all the macros on our foods. Anybody that's counting their calories, or if they have their goals and they want to know their fats, proteins, carbs, calories in each of the dishes, which a lot of people do these days, our meal plans are already built with our food, or we can do custom meal plans as well. You tell us what your goals are and we'll design your meal plan for you. You tell us if you have dislikes or what foods you like, and we can omit things for you. And then we send you your plan, you eat accordingly, you see the results. It's more time for you with your family without the shopping, chopping, cooking, and prepping.
So great. And as busy people, taking the thought out of things, everyone appreciates that.
Yes.
With meditation, I started to watch Netflix a little bit more than I should during COVID. Then I thought I need to pull away from that. So I started to read books, which was great. But then I found myself staying up a little late reading books. So I started to set a timer or just tell myself I'm going to read two chapters. Otherwise, I'll just want to know what's happening next. And recently I've started to do the Peloton meditations because they now have 10-minute meditations. And I do 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. And just that 20 minutes makes such a big difference in my day. But you really have to work at the mindset things.
I was just going to ask you, did you have a hard time? Because you're a multitasker, you're a busy mom, you're a businesswoman, right?
I thought I can do anything for 10 minutes. What else would I be doing for 10 minutes? I can gift myself 10 minutes. And I have to work at it though. And now I have the kids doing it. And at first they push back. They're 9, so they set their timers for 20 minutes and read. And then right after that, I set up the 10-minute meditations. And within that 10 minutes, they are asleep. It's amazing.
I love that. It really does. It just calms the brain, what's going on from the day or what's going on tomorrow, and lets you relax. And then you wake up and you do that, and whether it's grateful meditation or whatever it is, and it's a great way to start your day.
What do you look for in team members when building relationships and growing your teams?
I love this question because I have the absolute best team of women. We are a female-run business. I look for energy. When somebody walks in my kitchen, I look for that warmth, that smile, somebody that I want my team to be around that's going to bring positivity to our team, and hardworking. My entire team, they're moms, and a few of them are single moms. And what's great is that's the one thing I feel super blessed for. I was just down to the restaurant shop today, and I asked the guy how his business was. He's like, I can't keep staff. And I've had my staff forever. We've had some people come in and go out, but my team that's with me right now, they're family. So yeah, I would say the biggest thing is positive energy.
What do you like the most about what you do?
I love helping people feel their best. And we've helped many people from cancer patients because we have no refined sugar in our food, people with diabetes, people that have lost their vision from diabetes. And once they start eating plate therapy, their vision starts coming back. Knowing we're making a difference in somebody's life is really what keeps me going. And I love it. I truly love it. It does not feel like a job. I'm so passionate about it. I'm very thankful for what I get to do every day.
And you really are, because how good do we feel when we move through our day with ease? And every time I've ever spoken to you, you have such a great energy.
Thank you.
What are your goals for plate therapy in the future? And how do you hope it transforms people's lives?
I want to be able to reach more people. So going more digital, whether that's a digital cookbook of our recipes and an online meal plan. We're also going to be launching a program called Training Table for student athletes. We've got 2 boys that are one in high school and another one in 8th grade. And we want to educate athletes on how to properly fuel their bodies to really reach their goals.
Do you have a favorite client experience that you can share with us?
Yes, I have a lot. But Carlos, he's not on board right now, but we had a client extremely obese. And she's like, I have tried everything. Nothing has worked for him. Nothing sticks. He hates the taste of everybody's food. And if he does not make some sort of lifestyle change, he's not going to make it. And we talked about everything from emotional eating, what causes him to overeat, or what are his favorite foods. I'm going to create meals for him that he's going to love to eat, whether that's Italian or Mexican food, whatever it is. I wanted to make several meals that were going to work for Carlos so I could try to keep him on board. His goal was to lose 100 pounds. And when he started plate therapy, it was amazing. He lost 10 pounds the first week just from food. And so within 2 or 3 weeks, he was down almost 15, 16 pounds and was feeling better. The inflammation in his knees started going away. So he was able to get in the gym. And I have a video, a testimony from him saying the difference. I think he lost 92 pounds, not quite his goal, but he was a different person. And just what was on the other side of that for him, he got a big confidence booster. He was going to work and feeling great about himself. I was so proud of that guy. I am not a doctor and I'm not a therapist and I'm not a chef. These are all things that I know from my personal experience and all the research I've done over the course of 8 years that have worked for me. And I've seen that have worked for so many people. I was a little nervous taking it on, but that was a really fun one.
Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. What is one way that you make sure to find and live your joy?
The joy in my business is helping people, bringing them knowledge and helping them one meal at a time. For me, that's my magic. Being from the Midwest and taking our Midwest recipes, those green bean casseroles and the shepherd's pie and all those things that have all the canned soups and things in those, making up the recipes to taste the same. Our food is like comfort food made healthy. So I love when people are like, my God, this is good, because it's not just plain chicken and broccoli. That's not going to be sustainable either. Our meals are good. We call ourselves, I'm the sauce boss. So there's always a great sauce with our dishes. I love helping people look their best and feel their best, whether it's for a special occasion, whether it's for a wedding or a trip, and helping people reach their goals.
And now hearing you say that, I'm ready for the cookbook.
Yeah, girl, I know. We have so many recipes.
Thank you for changing people's lives through plate therapy and for joining us today. Tell us how and where we can find you.
Yes, our website is platetherapy.com. And on Instagram, we are Plate Therapy Kitchen. And Facebook is just at Plate Therapy.
Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me at hello@shebuiltit.com, on our She Built It website, or at She Built It on social. Thank you to my editor, Rich Streffolino, who always makes us sound good. Until next time, let nothing stop you from experiencing the life and business that you crave.